All right then, semi-finals underway. Best of 3 here. This is the pick of Mad Lions. Mousesports starting on the CT side. We are going to have an A approach here and aggression from Frozen. Bubsky will get that first kill, but Karrigan fighting tooth and nail with the USP with the split is absolutely ruthless here, but so are the headshots coming through from the Clocks and the P2000. It's actually going to be a 3 versus 1 now, as Mad Lions will be up against Rops. Now, he is capable of winning these sort of rounds, but he is the B player, and it's going to be a long rotation as he comes in from that A ramp.
Trying desperately to find an opening. Bomb down, he's the only one left, 1 on 3, and they were both staring directly at him, so Hunden finds the...
Able to get a bit of intel because they're lacking it all over the map. Robs will be the one to check it out. Nice work. That's such a great little play there. Good HE to follow up as well. That was a nice bit of damage. Drops the smoke, and he knows they're coming.
And be patient. His teammate behind him, both in the form of Voxic and ChronoYinger, can cover the close encounters when they're running through the main entrance. Bit of backpedaling from Mad Lions as they consider going elsewhere. Bomb's been dropped. Shush wants to go for the entry and not have that drop down and be a problem for them. Rops goes wide, finds the second player in line. Shush is able to trade it, but as I said, Karrigan and Voxic were already in position and they make no mistake.
As well, he has watched their demos. He knows that Molotov doesn't slow down, so he can sit there, as we'll have another aggressive play from Rops this time. Not as successful. Shush with the first couple of frags in that Galil.
Shush will push forward. Continue to try and take ground away from the CTs as they rotate back over the site, desperate to try and deny a bomb plant that looks inevitable at this point. Certainly it is. Frozen's alive and the only one to be alive on Mouse's side, has 7 HP. So he'll try and save. Great response from Mad Lions. This will give them a as well. He can fall off and reload, but I want to get the timing right. They're rushing up. They'll close a lot of distance. Thankfully, Karrigan has swung wide. He's pushed back through the smoke on his own, and a second kill, the second of which being the bomb, is massive for Mousesports because now it looks like a 4-2 score, and it is. Frozen's going to sneak around and find Acor.
A little bit more passive, so up against a force fight from Mad Lions here, just trying to cause a dent if they can. It's Shush once more towards B. Robs is having a rough time over there. Keeps getting a bullet to the head. CK perhaps is trying to pull rotations over with one player here. Ooh. He's hitting some shots today, isn't he?
Yeah, he's looking super solid. So Chris traded out. Frozen's locked out of the site, can do nothing to deny the bomb plant.
This is a great call from Mad Lions. Like, this is really convincing. That's how you do a fake.
Yeah, I was ready for the bomb to be going down on B, and then it was suddenly there.
That was like, yeah, it was difficult for even us to keep up. Like, imagine what it's like for Mousesports. You've lost the opening pick. There's a
way back toward the site, pre-scoped, so he's ready to fight. Interestingly, considering the economy, I think he was also aware that even happens, which would be about now in this round. There's 36 seconds left on the clock, and they're only just approaching. Karrigan does find Shush. Bomb goes down. Smoke still in play. Frozen wants to go up and above, but he needs to be careful on how he does so, because it leaves him open. Instead, though, it's Bubsky trying to get aggressive that gets caught out, and even though they get a bomb plant, Chris is already on the case. So obviously they are going very passive. They are going to nade toward the bomb. That was the plan. That's going to go through, do damage. In fact, it takes Hunden down. Bomb never even got planted. They sprayed in to find the early damage. That's a decent setup, but Shush and Bubsky have the other kills in return. So far, there's no containment. In fact, they've gone for a standard rotation. I was fully expecting the flank based on that play, but they elect to go for a straight retake, and so far, they've found the first on Roy, but it's still a 3-on-3, 31 seconds on the bomb. Kits for 2 of 3. ChronoYinger's the only one without one, and he's on the AWP. Watch for him to try and hold the angles as they go for it. Tapped already. Acor's got Chris and Robs both down, and his positioning is very strong for this bomb.
Yeah, absolutely true. It's up to Frozen now, the AWP, but Shush will close things out there. It's the sandbag with further, though. That's the question. Looks good.
Acor, a couple quick shots back through this time. Still alive at this point. Usually Karrigan's got him down. It's going to be Roy that he gets instead, but not without the expense of ChronoYinger ahead of time. Nonetheless, they still have the man advantage.
But Voxic there to at least get the opening frag. It looks like he's so ready for this one. The flashbang is decent to remove him from his perch, but overall, Rops with a nice swing does open things up. There's the Molotov towards quad. Needs to be careful now. One more tick will take him down. His teammate saves him with the smoke deployment. That's going to be Voxic removed. Remember, Rops very low HP, 10 to be exact, and that's the B-bomb side open now. But the window, here it comes. Very important frag, and Karrigan nails it. Now down to the 2 versus 1. We've got Acor. No sniper in hand, but good as he's got the Krieg. If he ran all the way towards A right now, he's actually got access towards the site. Exactly what happens. He's got time to plant, and the CTs know it. But Frozen will be at the scene of the crime just as it goes down here. I like this idea. Unfortunately, won't be able to plant now, but still, decent effort.
He's going to hold the plan, try and get the money individually. He's gone at that point anyway. Does go down before the time.
Ourselves to the round number 14, Mad Lions, the saving everything they've got for the final one, and you can see Bubsky's already made his way through. You could feel that was going to connect. It's a bit ridiculous, the shot, but Frozen just didn't see it coming. A chance for 2 kills. This is a full eco potential victory here, Matt. They've actually got full access to the A side, but Robson Voxic maybe arriving just in time. Voxic running behind the plant. He knows this is important. He goes down, but he finds the kill in response. Low HP for Acor as well. Smoke starting to be deployed here, and only the Glock for Shush, but it could be enough for a kill. He's in a 2-on-1, finds the Krieg. A slight chance he wins this, but Voxic, too precise, too quick. Takes the challenge, this good damage done. Roy's still alive and kicking, but maybe not for long here. They're trying to spam through the smoke. Seem to be aware of Frozen's tendencies here. They'll get that first kill. Hunden takes him down with a flashbang assist from Acor there.
Quick smoke out to hold Kerrigan in position. Big box to play. He's got to swing around that with an AWP. If he does look this direction, though, that's where he wants to cut them off from. He gets Roy, but he can't get the bolt done in time. And Shush able to catch him out in return means the bomb should be going for a plant. Deep Molotovs meant Voxic had to go all the way back towards CT spawn. Just getting in position now, but this is exactly what we talked about from Robs. Finally, he gets a flank in position. Only good for 2 kills, but 2 kills that otherwise might have meant the round was not going in their favor. Now they have a chance at it. Shush and Hunden both sitting alive on 40, mid-40 HP, and they're going to spray in. Chris down, it's low HP for Voxic. All too easy at that point with the smoke on the bomb, and they'll win the half 8-6. Acor waiting as well with the USP. Voxic in position already to plant, so a 5-on-5 post-plant situation in the pistol.
Yeah, you don't see many of those.
No, but naturally it does mean they must have a plan for the retake, you'd expect. So far, though, they haven't got any forward momentum at all because the smokes are still down. Voxic's still on top of the bomb. They'll get the headshot onto him. Hunden, to do so, has the kit, keep in mind. So he's playing close to the bomb. Even if he drops, they'll be able to pick that up. He's going to get on in the smoke. They're going to get away with this. There's nothing they can do. Roy's got the only kill they needed. Rops is on a flank. It's already over, and he's down. Insult to injury.
That's kind of insane.
So watch the bottom of the elevators. See if they actually push up. Kerrigan's on the inside of the smoke, so he's actually bypassed the AWP. Acor's made his presence known, but Kerrigan, he can't tunnel onto that. He knows he's going to want to retreat at some point in time, but there's another person he has to worry about, and Roy running back gave that away. Kerrigan's locked himself in now. Oh, okay, that's a bold decision. I was going to say, once he opens that first kill, he could turn back to catch off Acor, but instead he sticks around and gets the rotation as well. This is still not an easy situation to be in because
the bomb up and Acor can reposition. They've lost track of each other. Good smoke down. He can focus towards the ramp itself at this point. Kerrigan surely going to go down to a flick. That's a nice shot from Acor. He doesn't miss many. And another clean round. Lovely stuff.
Set smoke from Chris. Voxic will complement that with a Molotov that goes on to default and quad. Let's actually go for the deeper of the two. Excuse me, rather, Shush. Doesn't want to give anything away.
Yeah, well, they've got the 4-on-3 right now. Just trying to whittle the clock down if possible. If he gets that first pick, it's going to buy some time, and even more with the second. Excellent work here from Mad Lions. They're not really missing any shots at all. The Krieg's looking calm. Robs with a great kill towards middle, but I don't think it'll help him win the round. Shush is already repositioned. Has to be 13-7. So they're still waiting. This is the chance. This is what it all is about.
Got it.
And it works. There you go.
I love it. That's creativity. So it does pay off. It's a great idea either way. It is very situational. It's not going to work every single time, but it's nice to see it work for the first time that it's been brought to the big screen as Kerrigan pushes through. That actually makes it easier. He's already on the precipice. One man down on the site, they have to be in transition, and now look how deep he can go while he waits for his teammates to get in position at B as well. He is ready to cut off for Roy. So you just mentioned we haven't seen any executions. Well, here's a whole new one for you.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a world first. I haven't casted a bunch of Vertigo, but for me,
you play a lot of it, though.
Play a lot of it.
You and Chad are, you're like Office Globals, you're Vertigo Globals. Yeah, Vertigo Globals, I like that.
Yeah, and...
yeah, that is a major strat, right?
Yeah, you know,
that is one of the ones that you could argue saving for the main time rifle against Op as well. That's a bit of a risk, but it does catch Acor off. Minor damage. Voxic's got Hunden to trade off of Rops going down. Bubsky now holding from windows, going to smoke himself back in. Flash over, drops down, and fully blind is Chris. Dropped already. They're still on the stairs, which means he has a headshot angle on repeat, but Frozen was ready for the fight.
This is a scrappy round. I like it. Enables him to get in towards B, but Roy ready and waiting. He has been excellent in this tournament. Down to the 1-versus-1 now. AWP in the hands of Acor. Bomb to be planted. No kit available, but you feel like they nailed this shot. Not going to happen just yet, but now they know exactly where each other are.
Acor to work closer. Frozen's done the same. You'd favor the rifle at this angle and position, but man, oh man, you never know with a no-scope. They've built up enough of an economy. They're starting to get momentum. they can still have a chance back into it. Rops is low on money, mind you, so is Kerrigan. He's gone on the round as well. Roy and Acor, the two that started out the last round, start this one the same way, although Bubsky's going to add to it, and massive damage done. Roy comes back around flawless from Mad Lions. They are absolutely dominating the A ramp at this point. That's pretty cool. He's just listening to where he is, firing down below. Not bad. Position with an off, we talked about the power that it has. AK doesn't quite have the same one-hit wonder potential that's in the headshot reach, that's for sure, but it's not the same. It's not that you can fall off and control, and that was a misstep. The reload from one leaves the other wide open. Rops comes in and takes them both out. They did not communicate that situation well at all.
Well, this is a good chance now, but that's going to be Kerrigan going down. Shush has been incredibly strong today. Good reactive play. Got them on the board. They were actually...
Side, and I can understand why they wanted to push up. They had AKs, why not try and take those duels, hold those angles, but it wasn't executed correctly at all. This time it's much better. Hunden baited in by the AWP, he finds both. 3 men left, and they've won the first map, but it's not an easy task, as we've seen. Mousesports continuing to fight back, and Kerrigan does exactly that to find Shush. Bubsky's lost inside smoke, but that means he's also lost to his enemy, and he's going to pop out to surprise Kerrigan. Bomb's not in position, and Bubsky, an additional incendiary, is going to force them wide. Hunden through the window, and this one looks to be done. Frozen in a 1-on-4. He's got the first on Bubsky. It would be a heck of a clutch to try and keep this alive.
Yeah.
It's not done. He knows Hunden's outside the window, but he's completely surrounded, and if he fires one way, Hunden's going to push in. Good bait, but that means Acor can re-peek. And it's Mad Lions taking first blood in this series. Well done for the underdogs.
Absolutely. That from GG.bets, you can have Mousesports as a heavy favorites here on Dust 2.
Well, their map choice, and I think they are the heavy favorites in the series. Obviously, Vertigo is a little bit different. This is a fast start toward long. First contact. It is the quickest point of contact on them. I suppose, okay, look mid-doors. Good coverage, but needs to be efficient. His teammates quickly rotating back through CT. Smoke's down. They can do the reversed elevator boost. That's exactly what they're going to do. Good find from Frozen. They don't even need to go toward the boost. They've already got the bomb down. He's found 2. Hunden's on 1, and quickly collected by Rops. They'll fade away because the smoke is doing the exact same, and that puts them in a perfect position. I love that reverse boost.
A bit of a rouge, you can see 3 towards B, ready to bust their way through. It's Rops who's normally anchoring these bomb sites, but he has got Frozen with him. Mass in hand, and where's the spacing here? He's been complimenting Mad Lions for that sort of play recently. That wasn't their best approach, allowing them to reset the aim, and here comes Bubsky though, trying to save the round. 2-on-2 with a minute remaining. He's got a player towards short. That's with the M4, that's going to be Kerrigan here. This is a very important frag. They actually dink each other. Bubsky still with a bit more HP as Kerrigan retreats towards short. All for Chris J, and the bomb is down in that B-bomb site.
Good headshot from Bubsky. Actually, it wasn't even that. It was just a straight body shot. It looked pretty... So we find ourselves in this situation fairly early. And again, one can be sacrificial, the low HP, it may not even be required because Chris is caught peeking with a knife out, and Bubsky's ready. See on the CT side, and oftentimes you'll see teams not purchase it on purpose to save a little bit of money as the attack goes toward the A site. Frozen's forced away by the Molotov, but not spotted yet. They are swinging. That's going to be gone in about the next 3 seconds, in fact sooner. So he can control the peak. He's trying to get a headshot angle to limit the potential damage. It's Kerrigan instead. Hey, 3 headshot deagles from Kerrigan? That's not something you normally see. He just walks up and completely obliterates them.
The tightest choke point on the map, and he's sending one player in with the AK.
From his angle, okay, sure, he's in a good position, but he's pretty exposed.
Yeah.
And his name just keeps popping up on our kill feed. Wow. Shockingly, but it's Acor that's going to get Rops. So a mid-door battle. Did Rops try and push through aggressively? Straight caught. Speaking of aggressive and smoke and pushing, Shush finds Kerrigan at long, so that's 2 kills already for Mad Lions. They've only lost 1 player in turn, so they're in a decent situation. More so because Voxic is forced out of B. This is extremely fast.
This is a brawl. This is Dust 2 DM out, as they'll be coming through B tunnels here. There's only 1 player on the side right now, so this is his chance. If he can beat them to the bomb site, he's got a chance of holding them off now. There's the first kill map. He gets another. This round is back on for Mousesports, and he's done it. 2 versus 1 now. Frozen likes these sort of rounds, but he is very far removed from the current scenario.
He's picked it perfect. He's figured out there's going to be one inside a closet, the crossfire, the standard setup. He didn't see anyone from the door, so it's a good anticipation, but Acor's got great positioning.
Nice try, that.
Actually to clear the corner. 1 flash keeps them back, smoke up, and he's going to flash himself through. This is so aggressive, and Chris J's gone. He can fade back through the smoke. He was willing at that point, I think, to trade himself out, but no one else peeking. He gets back, the team's there, Frozen. Pistol to at least get 1 back on the Deagle, and they've got a headshot angle. They've got a second. Hunden at least takes him down. got a little awkward considering Bubsky's fast play.
Or the boost again, and it's an ideal weapon, but they're aware of it this time. The Molotov in a prime spot there just to get them off that position. They don't check Gandalf. This is getting very scrappy now. Shush pretty much has to take this challenge, which he will, and he'll nail it. Coming in towards long though, and it's going to be Voxic somehow getting that shot on niko. I don't know where from. As in CT spawn, 1 versus 1 now. The jump shot, it tries to connect. It looked good for a second there, but now the reposition coming through.
Voxic knows he's going back toward Cat. He read that perfectly. Tried to distance himself, just tried to play, but you're right, Kerrigan's already behind them. He knows it. Patience pays off in this situation, or does it? Because Bubsky's wise and turns around.
Yeah.
It is a tough one because you want to line up a headshot with the deagle exactly like that. Apparently Frozen's quicker to do so, but it's difficult with the back turn. It's all going right for Mousesports afterwards though, because that information alone, they know they're heading back over toward B in middle. Op shot that misses, Rop slides underneath. He started in hill end. Oh, I take it back, excuse me, yes they do. What am I saying? They have Kerrigan waiting perfectly at Goose, but only for 1. They Molotov'd him out, he had to go aggressive. Does mean they can see the bomb, but they have long. They'll play for the retake. And the AWP of
might not be worth it, considering those snipers are going to struggle. They're definitely giving it a go, though, towards CT spawn. They'll be making their way through. Luckily for them, there's no T-side utility either now, so he can actually come down to these orb headshots. We'll see if they're delivered. There's the first one. Voxic doesn't miss many. And Hunden now with the org on side. Needs at least 2 kills here. Not going to get anything. And this is absolutely clinical from Mousesports here. With the double orbs, you wouldn't think it'd be this clean, but they've managed to make the edge of the door. Not a massive amount of damage, though. He'll be okay with that. 76 points of health as Chris J. This is what he's known for. The Flying Dutchman up towards shore, looking for a third. Can't quite get it yet, but that's a great start. The bomb goes down towards shore. 5 on 3. Doesn't have to commit to that one. Even nailed the shot, to be fair, which will be followed up by Frozen. Nice work.
As a result, however, Kerrigan, a little slow with the aim, but does get the kill onto him, and that should be pretty much round over at this point. The Molotov misses, the smoke does not, but Frozen slides out behind the AWP player on the T side and finds
maximum loss bonus for Mad Lions, but it's the final round, and there's the opening pick. Voxy maybe a little bit overzealous there at the start of the round. Now, do they want to commit something quickly off this? Apparently so. Some of these solo plays towards long have been a bit questionable, but maybe it'll be enough to take the attention away as they go for the fast B split once again. This has to be a quick kill. Rops now, AK-47, capable of winning this round. Not going to happen. 2 on 2.
Power of that split. I mean, Rops does well to even get 1 from the closet because the timing when they wrap on him, he's pretty much hopeless. So fair play to him for at least getting 1 and giving this a 2-on-2 situation. Frozen, by the way, 20 HP. This is tough. That smoke's going to make this possible, and thankfully for his sake, the Molotov went the other direction. They no longer have any damage-dealing utility to take him down, so he is firmly in this, and he can sacrifice himself for Chris. But Chris would still have the pressure of hitting the shot on an AWP. Frozen's going to go and join him for that reason. Chris does it himself. That's brilliant to find Acor through the door.
Yeah.
Stone, and then we saw
Train must have been Astralis hit on Train,
exactly.
I think, yeah.
Yep, they throw it to the A side in the opening round. Voxic and Rops to start the killing for Mousesports. Trying to find their second pistol round in this game. Make it a 12-4 scoreline, maybe put it to bed early as Voxic gets Acor on top of the site. It's just Shush remaining, and I think he'll soon be shushed with this many players against him and everyone peering down over the ledge. Kerrigan finds the kill first. To be somewhat careful as Roy went back to support. He's now going to head to the cave, but 2 players already there. Frozen gets first blood. Decent utility damage. Bubsky's aware that they're coming. Good timing. He was fully blind.
He was.
But he just suspected there would be a peek, and he made no mistake on the shots. Frozen does immediately remove him after with the creek, however.
Damn. All right, well, the shots really are landing now. Oh, Kerrigan, that's crispy. I enjoy that shot a lot. 4 on 1, that's going to be it. Map points, not series point. This is going to be taking us to Nuke, I would say, at this stage. It's not really looking like the Mad Lions will be taking 11 rounds in a row after this one. Shush will save the M4, or at least the best of his nuts.
Good find from Bubsky to get baited in, though. Kerrigan actually wanted to go aggressively toward the smoke. They thought they cleared out middle. That's going to give Roy the confidence to push back from Catwalk. He knew there was disorientation from the T side trying to find the trade, and they get the man advantage as a result. They also have the bomb down. I'm not sure that Roy actually did spot that from over the ledge, but either way, puts himself in a great position that Chris is able to read, but don't let the aggression stop there. They want to pursue the position, and the Frozen's actually already sneaking in behind them. So if they think they're safe, they're far from it. Bomb is going to be recovered, and now they've isolated and segregated the 2 defensive players. And there's low enough HP onto Chris that he can make do with it. Actually, better than that, he finds the kill. He's helped tremendously by the fact that Hundred took the aggro away. He finds two, in fact, on the situation. Rops is still trying to get the ball back. Hundred's going to subside. He has to. Looks like B, given that he dropped off the ledge.
CT spawn though. Oh, Hundred, that was your chance. Up against Rops now, who does have a flashbang available to him. This is just going to come down to one bullet, and Rops will be the one to nail it. That's impressive, but to be fair, even if Hundred wins the round, what would it bring? It's all thrown towards the squeaky door position, deny any sort of CT access. We're going to have Voxic here up and towards that heaven position. Chris J, lovely work with the USP. He is very good with that weapon. The bomb goes down. It's not a disastrous position for it to be in. It has to be recovered, but it has bought Mousesports some time to reposition here. And was that a shadow spotted by Rops towards up top? Yeah, it was. He actually saw them there. I'm not sure whether he processed that information, but here's Carrigan now overwhelmed and taken down.
So just two remaining, Rops and Frozen, the young stars, the fraggers. They've already got one, Bubsky, but Frozen's gone. He's traded out by Roy immediately after, and Rops, he couldn't hit the shots. Acor got time to put the bomb down and turn back. For him to do anything from that position, they Molotov off the stairs toward control room as well. That means the crossfire setup, which is often so potent, isn't established, and Carrigan, Deagle can't do more than get a single kill. Mind you, Mouse still does have the man advantage as a result of that, and I thought Bubsky was going to pull it back. They go one better because Frozen finds a headshot at Hut. Voxic above knows that bomb is being planted. It's not going to hit the ground, at least not with a timer enabled on top of it, as Acor sneaks around back inside of the control room door, but very limited at this point in time. It looks like a 2-1 scoreline is inevitable.
Yeah, had the bomb gone down, there might have been a slight chance to actually close it out with no kits available, but this is looking very good for Mousesports now. 30 seconds, surrounded and taken down. That's Robs to get the final kill. You can see that means a lot to them.
Decent nade damage to both Acor and Shush.
Hang
just
on.
to still get the kills back, though. Both of those players I mentioned are the ones to barge through and find the entries in favor of Mad Lions, and it's going to go beyond that because Bubsky's actually pushed the smoke to the main entrance. He's finally gone down, Bubsky, but he got Chris J. And Mousesports almost caught with their pants down, I think. They were resting on the fact that they had the choke points covered, but they were not expecting them to push through both flames and smoke.
Yeah, you're dead on, especially with he took so much damage at the start. You would think Mousesports is going to mop them up here. One player gets caught out, and the snowball effect comes through. It turns into the avalanche, and Rops will be left in a 4 versus 1 here. That's he'll make his way towards the ramp to survive with the smoke and the fuse kit, and of course that AK. Acor's not slowing down at all, it seems. He's going to be going straight through these flames, trying to open things up. There's lots of flashes, lots of confusion here. The trade should be coming through, but it's Carrigan and Frozen remaining ice cold towards the upper bomb site, and it's a clean sweep so far. 5-on-1. London with just the CZ here. Not really much you can do with it, hoping just to get a cheeky frag in the corner, but Ops has found him, should be able to take him down, no problem. Running through the flames, and for that, use the incendiary to start or smoke it out. Go for a pre-fire sometimes. Voxic gets his vision removed early on into the round. They've gone quickly towards the main entrance as well. Nice shot, but still they're going to commit. Frozen more than ready for it. Looks like the round is done.
Yeah.
And nice fast pacing from Mad Lions. They're changing things up. Shush at this point just trying to cause some financial damage, but Voxic's not going to miss that shot. Nice work from him.
Already up on top of Red Crate. As a result, they Molotov off of the secret stairs, and that's a smart play to make because that means no one can counter peek him and he can focus toward lockers, toward heaven. Meanwhile, though, it's all the action on top of the site, on the floor, as Frozen finds 2 again. Take that back, he's got 1. Voxic supports it, but Shush is going to try and run him down, catch him off. He's done that easily, but it's traded by Rops, and he was the last alive, so that concludes the round.
Glocks, Deagles, and probably a couple of Voxic kills here. Does take a bit of damage at the start, but should be absolutely fine. Chris J will be going down, though. Frozen to pick up the pieces here. Nice work. Big spray down. You can see the flashbang from Voxic actually assisted with 3 of those kills.
Yeah, and hard to say if they were all blinded, but certainly it helps the situation. This isn't going to help the situation inside a garage for Voxic as he goes down, but he's aggressive to try and hold this with an AK. He knows the utility's gone behind him, and that means they're going in. He finds all 3. AK CT side. You can see the potency the headshots have. Remember, the M4 doesn't do that, so having an AK on the defensive side of things.
Yeah, that was real nice. Well, looks like we might be all said and done here. Perhaps not. Roy does catch Voxic out of position. Same story for Chris J as well. They could actually transition this. They're going to throw a Molotov in towards the vent. It forces one of them out. Is that Carrigan? It must be with the Orc.
Wow, Roy.
How has this happened, Matt? It was a 2-on-1. It looked like we were just about to call a save, let's just see what they can do, hold on to the AKs. All of a sudden, 3 kills out of nowhere, and it goes down, not even to a 1-on-1. Hundon closes the round out, 7-6.
Pinched. And left with little to work with. Nades a little bit early. from Frozen. They're both going to back off. They're both going to change positions, and that's because the Molotovs came through the skylight. Up above is Chris J. Manages to reset his aim. That was close, because aiming straight down is a tricky thing to do. Obviously, you get blocked in that sense with your aim, and he had to reset, and his mouse would have been very low on the desk at that point in time. Acor's left with 2 to find. AWP, but he's going to get flanked. And Mousesports take back control and win the half. So but he's seen the Molotov from the window, so he has to control this angle. Needs to be aware they sneak through the smoke. He had the right anticipation, but no kill as a result. Tough to rotate the aim when looking straight up as well, as Rops only gets 1, but Shush trades off of him. They're only down a man. Bomb planted. You can actually give the advantage slightly to them in the fact that they've smoked off decontamination. If they find the kill at ramp, they certainly could control that round, because they could fall back and use that as coverage, peek accordingly. Hunden has that chance now, but Kerrigan was already inside of the site.
Felt like there was a chance there. And heading towards ramp as well. Did anyone make it down? No, they did not.
Don't forget, on GG.bet, you can use the code HEART-BEAT. They'll give you a 200% increase on your first bet. Whether that's the semifinals today, the finals tomorrow, you take the pick. This game's still anyone's. This series is anyone's as a result of it. Rops to find Hunden. Brings us back to a 4-on-4. Bubsky gonna open that door. I was surprised that was good use of sound. He knew exactly where to aim to catch off Voxic, to not give him a chance to turn, and he goes better than that. He finds Rops coming into his own. Yesterday, he didn't step up enough, in my opinion, Bubsky, but you mentioned him as a highlight player. Today, he's looking more like it.
Absolutely. That was a very brazen approach towards the double doors. That actually makes it work with clinical aim there, and Roy, I should say, will be finding us a 3-on-1 situation. Bubsky to close things out there. What a round from him. It's a variation of the outside approach here. And you can see Roy, no stranger to it. Gets a flash from his teammate. Quick kill, falls back, uses the smoke to his advantage, and that HE should be able to nail a kill. Not quite aware of it, but 2 scout shots landing now.
Kerrigan, man, he's been battered by the scouts so far in this half. Second round in a row, he's going to get tagged down to a prime position for a pistol to take him down. He's only on 28 HP. Hunden's going to wrap back down through the control stairs. Voxic has been found. Shush will add to the kill total for Mad Lions, and it is a slaughter. They get the bomb in position, but the nades not able to hold out this. Acor to watch toward the top of the silo. Roy down beneath. Frozen reads it. Smoke in position. He's able to swing.
Yeah, it is a bit of an issue with the game, fortunately. Chris J will be bringing things into massive Mousesports' favor, and just Bubsky on the side now. If he can find a couple of kills with backup from Shush, there could be a chance. I'm not sure they'll be aware of the play on the bomb side floor, but Chris J will check it. That confirms the round at this point. 30 seconds remaining, doesn't even matter. Final kill comes through.
By choice. Voxic gets around behind Red Crate. He'll hold toward the big garage. No activity yet, but there is on the ground. Caught out. Frozen actually ducks under Roy. I thought he had a perfect position to get that kill.
Yeah, a little bit overwhelmed there. Lots of footsteps and lots of headshots. Frozen gets his second of the round. As Shush going down, this could be very difficult to recover now. 5-on-3 against Mousesports, who have got 1 minute 20 on the clock. I guess the one positive you can look towards here is that Mousesports don't have many grenades, but they keep finding kill after kill. That's Voxic towards the ramp now, finding Bubsky. Acor left to the orb.
Get 3 rifles, you might force it out and get utility on the other 2.
He knows he can hit any shot out here, and his teammate feeling the same. That's Kerrigan dropping down from main entrance, finds Hunden quickly. He continues that pace towards the heaven position as well. Wants to make them uncomfortable as possible. Bubsky pulls on back. And Roy keeping them in the round here. They actually have the man advantage now. Can they hold on to it? Maybe not with this position from Kerrigan.
Nade'll soften up the CT in the garage, not quite. Didn't even do any damage to Roy. Just got him behind him. I think he was around the box enough. Acor's going to go ahead and take care of Kerrigan in the meantime, though. Due diligence to make sure his teammate survives, and to the money.
Well, I don't think he have much of a chance, because Shush is in a great position here just to close things out. Denies everything. That's a big round.
Stomping toward the vents, so there's no panic as of yet for the CTs. They are ready for the hot entrance, though. In fact, they actually lured them over toward the doorway and looked to the right. Kerrigan gets flashed in. It's a decent entrance, but a good hold from Hunden to find 2. We talked about his frag potential. Doesn't matter how many he has, it's how important the ones he does get are, and those 2 are big. Molotov to hold off Heaven, and he's forced out Hunden down below, so they've got control of the site, Mouse.
Not the best Molotov, actually. It's landed too deep, so they still have some control in that area. Flashbang coming through. This is big now. That kill has to come in for Shush, which it does, but Frozen, he hasn't missed many today, and that is Kerrigan. Sets his teammates up with the flashbangs here. Acor needs to hit a great shot, which he does. Chris J removed, can't get the second. Nice trade from Kerrigan.
Spray control from Rops, successful. Roy did the same onto Kerrigan, however. Upski's going to try and beat them down below, but he's already late. 3-on-3. If he gets a kill, however, in the window, things change, but traded out as Voxic nails the headshot in return. And Roy knows what's next. He needs to get this kill on Voxic, and he cannot. Otherwise, this series might be over. It's Hunden versus 2.
Yeah, Hunden with no kits. An HE grenade in a flash. I think we might be done here. He's got 25 seconds on the clock. Takes a bullet to the face, luckily through the wall, won't go down straight away, and now a desperate grenade. Doesn't do any damage. 20 seconds remaining. He's got nothing to work with at all, and that's going to be a nice comeback from Mousesports there. Losing both pistols as well, you noted that. That should be the difference maker.